Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. It's Crystal Marie again. I am so excited, excited and disappointed. I'm excited to share with you Ruth week 4, which is this video, but I am sad because this is the last video in the series of Ruth. I hope that it has blessed you, and if you haven't caught up with Ruth 1, 2, and 3, please do so. I will leave links below. And definitely purchase the devotional so that you can follow along with all of the other videos. Again, be sure to hashtag the Diva Diaries and the Diva Diaries Devotionals, and I pray that this has been a blessing as it has for me. So let's go ahead and get into the word. Meanwhile, Boaz went up to the town gate and sat down there just as the guardian redeemer he had mentioned came along. Boaz said, "Come over here, my friend, and sit down." So he went over and sat down. Boaz took 10 of the elders of the town and said, "Sit here," and they did so. Then he said to the guardian redeemer, "Naomi, who has come back from Moab, is selling the piece of land that belonged to our relative Elimelech. I thought I should bring the matter to your attention and suggest that you buy it in the presence of these seated here and in the presence of the elders of my people. If you will redeem it, do so. But if you will not, tell me, so I will know. For no one has the right to do it except you, and I am next in line." "I will redeem it," he said. Then Boaz said, "On the day you buy the land from Naomi, you also acquire Ruth the Moabite, the dead man's widow, in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property." At this, the guardian redeemer said, "Then I cannot redeem it, because I might endanger my own estate. You redeem it yourself. I cannot do it." Now, in earlier times in Israel, for the redemption and transfer of property to become final, one party took off his sandal and gave it to the other. This was the method of legalizing transactions in Israel. So the guardian redeemer said to Boaz, "Buy it yourself," and he removed his sandal. Then Boaz announced to the elders and all the people, "Today you are witnesses that I have bought from Naomi all the property of Elimelech, Chilion, and Mahlon. I have also acquired Ruth the Moabite, Mahlon's widow, as my wife, in order to maintain the name of the dead with his property, so that his name will not disappear from among his family or from his hometown. Today you are witnesses." Then the elders and all the people at the gate said, "We are witnesses. May the Lord make the woman who is coming into your home like Rachel and Leah, who together built up the family of Israel. May you have standing in Ephrathah and be famous in Bethlehem. Through the offspring the Lord gives you by this young woman, may your family be like that of Perez, whom Tamar bore to Judah." So Boaz took Ruth, and she became his wife. When he made love to her, the Lord enabled her to conceive, and she gave birth to a son. The woman said to Naomi, "Praise be the Lord, who this day has not left you without a guardian redeemer. May he become famous throughout Israel. He will renew your life and sustain you in your old age. For your daughter-in-law, who loves you and who is better to you than 7 sons, has given him birth." Then Naomi took the child in her arms and cared for him. The woman living there said, "Naomi has a son," and they named him Obed. His father was Jesse, the father of David. This then is the family line of Perez. Perez was the father of Hezron, Hezron the father of Ram, Ram the father of Amminadab, Amminadab the father of Nahshon, Nahshon the father of Salmon, Salmon the father of Boaz, Boaz the father of Obed, Obed the father of Jesse, and Jesse the father of David. Remember that you can stop and pause the video at any time to answer the questions in the devotional. As always, use the hashtags, hashtag the Diva Diaries and hashtag the Diva Diaries Devotionals, so that I can share, retweet, and see your progress. So there are a couple things that we can take away from this chapter. First of all, Boaz was proactive. Ruth didn't have to go back after Boaz and continue to ask him the same thing to be the kinsman redeemer. As soon as she asked, he then took action. He met with the nearest kinsman redeemer and he found out if he wanted to redeem or if Boaz could then do it. And what's key about that is that Ruth didn't have to chase Boaz down. You're not going to have to chase your Boaz down. Excuse me. You can let him know, like she did, that you want him to be a kinsman redeemer, which we looked at in the previous chapter. And then it's up to him to decide what he wants to do. And like Naomi said to Ruth in the previous chapter, he is not going to rest until that thing is done. And that's exactly what he did in this chapter. He took it to the elders and the nearest kinsman redeemer. They met and had a meeting, and it was decided that Boaz was going to go ahead and redeem Ruth and Naomi. So remember, ladies, you are not going to have to chase after your Boaz. Let him pursue you. The second thing that we can glean from this is that there is restoration in any situation. There can be restoration in any situation. In this case, Ruth gives birth to a son, Obed, and this is such a blessing. It's such a blessing that even the townswomen tell Naomi that she now has a son, and that Ruth was worth more than even 10 sons, which back in the day is a big deal. So just remember that even though you're going through something and the Lord has taken something from you, it doesn't mean that you can't be restored and that he won't restore you. Just remember to keep the faith and keep pursuing faithfulness and righteousness, and God will add unto you. So I really hope you guys loved the Ruth studies so far. This is our last one, but of course I will probably be hosting some more Ruth studies throughout the year, and adding to the videos as well, and learning some new things with you guys as I see how you guys are progressing with the Ruth study. So don't hesitate to reach out and let me know what you'd like to see more of, or what other Bible studies you might want to hear about. I'm definitely open to that. But as always, let's get creative in the Word.